For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
On one, right? 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MP, take. 11 MP, take.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Third down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage. He'll be backed up to the 25. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Play action. It's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, boy.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
11 empty.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Put some guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. To the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. From the 35 on 2nd down, Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 28 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards.
You ready?
On first down, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Ready, break.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
First down. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, there had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Trey Hendrickson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Lawrence going to throw again. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags are back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back to Mixon on second down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On third down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the pitch goes to Mixon. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Down to about the 22 here. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Walker coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. McPherson's kick is good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Wilson charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. After the sack on first down, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 35 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. Very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back to Mixon on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow pushes him over, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow. That's complete to Chase, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Mixing up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. To throw, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On one, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Burrow. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The touchdown saved their playoff lines momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. Throwing, Burrow. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 92% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.